Oops, what the fuck? No, go back. So what's up, everybody? I want to introduce you to... Whoa. Knocking everything over. 1 second, let me unplug. Well, no, I can't unplug it yet. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you all about this. Sorry. Whoa. That ain't good. That ain't good, guys. Whoa. I'm having problems tonight. Shit. Damn it. Alright. Put that there. Okay, guys. So this is the new portal that I developed. OGproject.net. Open Government Project. So see that you can do two different types of reports. You can also browse the reports, things like that. But anybody can report different types of rights violations or crimes committed by government actors. So elected officials, police officers, government employees, anything like that, okay? You come here, submit a report. Okay, there's two different types of report buttons. The one there on the left, as you can see, is for rights violations. The other one on the right is for criminal acts. Okay, and then you have your heat map there. If you mouse over the different states, it will tell you the count for the amount of reports in that state already, and the category log right there on the left. All right. Total number of reports on the site so far. And I am in the process of importing some historical data on the site right now. So, there's that. Now, there is a free plan for the site, okay? Gives you the ability to try it. No matter what plan you pick, you get a 24-hour free trial. And then after that, then your card gets charged. But we do accept two different types of payment. One is crypto for privacy, and the other one is through Stripe for credit cards. Now, these are the different types of rate plans that you can get. These may change, okay, because the site isn't about the money. Okay, the site obviously has to be able to make some money in order to be able to function and develop and things like that. Okay, so not gonna lie, it does need some money. Okay, but it's not about making money from the site. Oh crap! I got my sock all wet. Shit. All right, sorry about that. So, the so if you take a look at that, check out the plans and stuff, you can see they're not very expensive, and what it has to do with is the amount of alerts that you can get and the amount of um, searches, all of that stuff. Okay, you and then the workflow tools come with a paid subscription. Now, the workflow tools are they're mainly for content creators, okay, for the most part. I can go in here and show you dashboard and then tools. Okay. Now, there's two different types of workflow tools here. Okay. One is a browser extension. That would mainly be for like anybody. It'll go on your browser, on your computer, laptop, anything like that. and allow you to go to any page, be able to click on the item, and be able to then um, uh, add that directly to the website as a report. It'll automatically convert it as a report, okay? So that way you don't have to manually enter the report. The one there on the right is a hashtag setup. So as a content creator, that one is available to you so that way you can embed that into the description of your video. And so long as your video fits the parameters of a report format with all the information required for the report, it will import you and embed your video with all the data and then automatically enter it as a report. Okay, it runs a webhook every 15 minutes and will do, you know, take care of that. Okay, so like for instance, if we go to report incident for the first one, this here is what a report incident page looks like. Okay, and then report criminal activity right here is for this one right here. So say an officer is arrested for DUI or domestic violence. Let's say, okay, uh, that type of report would go here. All right. Now we do have if you go to like search and browse. So one of the things we do is we integrate with attorneys. Okay. So as you see there, a test ad right there on top that I put in during setup. I went ahead and put a test ad in as an attorney. Make sure that that function's working. Once I get all of that worked out, I'm going to be removing that. But that's there for right now, just to be able to show you guys, you know. So how that works is like if an attorney is in the area in which you're at, their ad will pop up right there and on the reports, incident reports page and stuff. Okay, these are all incident reports. Okay, and so for instance, if we look at this, let's see, right there, New Haven Police Chief. Oops, New Haven Police Chief abruptly retires after theft allegation. Mayor says. Okay, so this here was one. There was a historical import right here. The date on this, 1/5. Oh, date of import was 1/5. Date of report. Where's this at? Okay, so this is what it has. Okay, it gives a brief description. It's got the evidence links. So it's got a link to where that article was pulled from. Okay, so you can go and check it out, read it. And then it's got the government actors that were involved in it there. So when it comes to the government actors, then you can click those government actors and it'll bring up any report that exists on that government actor. So say for instance, that government actor was fired from one place and then and then they rehired in at another place. Okay. Say they moved a couple states away and then they were rehired as an officer at another place. And they did the same crap there. They were fired again. Except for this time they killed somebody. An attorney or anybody can come to the website. They can look up the actor. So, like in this instance, Justin Elliker, okay? And they can click on the actor's name. When they do an actor search, they can actually search for it. And it'll bring up this page here. Okay, and it will literally have all incidences for that actor listed okay, on there. So it'll have that one, the one from previous, it'll have the new one. So long as there's a record of it that gets imported by a user, that will be there to cross-reference. Okay. It's easier to track. This is sort of like a nationwide NCIC database for the people. This turns the tables on law enforcement and on government actors that act in bad faith. Okay? So, and then you can also share this story to different types of social media directly from the page. You can embed it if you wanted to. Um, and then it'll tell you, like, look, attorneys in this area. And it will give you, whatever attorneys that are posting an ad in that area. Okay. All right. So that is what that is about. Now, go back to the home page. There we go. Okay. And then, so those are the major areas of it. And then, when you go down, you can select, so for attorneys, say for instance, attorneys can also sign up, all right, register, and then they get some packages down here, which are actually really reasonable. So for unlimited searches and unlimited leads, okay, that's what's available in these packages. So they're not paying for, pay per click. They're not paying for pay per lead, anything like that. Okay, they're simply paying a flat monthly fee for the for this, and that gives them access to the website for any searches they want to do, for any leads they want to gather, anything like that. So in a nutshell, this is what ogproject.net is. Okay. Well, thank you all very much. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you for coming in and joining me tonight to talk about ogproject.net.